This shouldn't be a political battle. Now, it doesn't mean we are not going to call out misinformation or steps or actions that are being taken by any leader that we feel are detrimental to the health and well-being of communities that we think are positive, and send a good message to people who may not be waiting for President Biden to tell them what to do.
And a housekeeping question. You mentioned a lot of news coming just today.
Details of his schedule, but he will be here at the White House tomorrow. Working through the course of the day. He will be, of course, spending Christmas at the White House with members of his family over the course of the weekend, and he'll be spending some time in Delaware between Christmas and New Year's. We'll have the final details of that exact balance as we get a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ken.
Jen, on Iran, Jake Sullivan's in Israel to meet with Prime Minister Bennett. What's the administration's level of confidence that the U.S. and Israel can find a common strategy on the best approach to containing Iran's nuclear ambitions? And what's the level of concern that Israel may seek some kind of military solution if these nuclear talks break down?
Well, Ken, I would say that, as you noted, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan is in Israel. It's the culmination, in our view, of a year of very close engagement between our government and the Israeli government. Iran is obviously high on the agenda for the visit. It's not the only topic on the visit, and we expect the conversations to be a continuation of ongoing consultations on the threat posed by Iran's nuclear program and Iran's destabilizing activities in the region and support for terrorist proxies. So we briefed them, as you know, but we've briefed them throughout the course of any of these talks and discussions. We certainly share with our Israeli partners a deep concern about the advancements in Iran's nuclear program following the previous administration's withdrawal from JCPOA. I would note on that there have been a number of Israeli officials who have recently come out and spoken about their concerns about the impact of the prior administration's withdrawal from the JCPOA. I would also note that we talked a few weeks ago about our disappointment with how the Iranian members of the delegation had come to the last round of talks, and the fact that the president had asked his team to prepare a range of options in coordination with our partners and allies out there, and of contingency options. So part of that is something we're continuing to discuss with partners and allies, including Israel, including many other countries, and expect that will continue as the talks are stalled currently.
Just on Russia, Putin yesterday blamed Europe and the U.S. for tensions in the region. He warned that in the event of hostility from the West, Russia would take retaliatory steps. What is the level of concern over those comments? And does the administration believe that the threat of a potential invasion has diminished in recent weeks at all?
Well, the good sign is that there is an open line of diplomatic discussion and engagement that is happening and that we expect to continue. We hope to continue. Ken, I would say that in terms of the comments, I would remind you that President Putin has his own audience. It is not the United States of America or the people who live here, I don't think, for the most part. But